everybody? It's JP1970, and I'm coming to you with the 5 life-changing events challenge video posted on Facebook. I'm not exactly sure who it was. I've seen a few guys do it, and I'm not sure exactly who started it, but I'll put a link or something up there, a description of who started this challenge to give props to whoever came up with it. It's a pretty good idea, I think. So I thought I would do it myself. As far as the 5 life-changing events that have happened in my life that changed my life, well, let's see. Let's start with number 1. Number 1, when I was 17 years old, my family moved to Southern California. We picked up and moved from Kansas City, Missouri, where I had spent the first 17 years of my life, and then we moved out to sunny Southern California, and I spent about the next 21 years of my life living there. And the reason this was such a life-changing event was you take a small Midwestern boy like I was, rather naive and sheltered from the rest of the world, and you drop him down in a 3 million population of 3 million people living by the ocean. Heck, I'd never even seen the ocean until I moved out to Southern California. So that right there was a pretty life-changing event. Spent about 21 years there kind of knocking around, trying to figure my life out, figure out what I wanted to do. I was married and divorced, and went through some challenges and experiences during that time that wouldn't have happened if I'd stayed back in Missouri, I suspect. So, number 1 life-changing event, moving to California. All right, the second one, my second life-changing event was when I got married. Okay, I got married in my mid-20s, and quite frankly, it lasted 5 years. I count this as a life-changing event because, a few things happened. I was civilized, I was housebroken, and I got a taste of the whole married life, and that whole experience. And listen, I'll be honest with you, I liked a lot of aspects of being married, but overall it just didn't work out. I don't know if I picked the wrong gal or she picked the wrong guy. I don't know. It was not a happy union, and it lasted 5 years, and it wasn't a great experience, I don't think, for either one of us. So I certainly hope she's doing well today. I'm doing well today. I never remarried. Maybe what I learned about myself is that maybe I'm just too selfish to be married. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. But I'll tell you what, it was a life-changing event because I went from being a single guy, eating takeout every night, to being, I got a taste of being married. Home-cooked meals, and all that good stuff. And it wasn't all bad, but unfortunately it ended badly. So. All right, moving on. The third life-changing event would have to be when I decided to go back to college and get a degree. I was a blue-collar guy most of my life. I cleaned swimming pools. I worked in hotels. I sold window tinting in Southern California. And, I had some pretty decent jobs, some pretty good-paying jobs. But I'd always wanted to be a high school English teacher. And so that's what I did. In my late 20s, I actually went back to college and got my degree. And that was definitely a life-changing event because I was, I think, possibly the first person in my immediate family to graduate from college. I think that's right. My parents didn't go to college; they had me instead, and I think that kind of stopped those dreams or whatever for them. So anyway, so out of graduating from college, I was able to become a high school English teacher, which I don't know. I'm not going to list that as a life-changing event, although it has been, but I'm going to just kind of lump that in with college / teaching career. Definitely a life-changing event. My eyes have been opened to working with the youth of America, and they're great kids by and large, but no doubt challenging. It's a challenging group to work with. All right, they're not done yet. They're not fully developed. Anyway, all right, moving on. I think we're on number 4. The fourth life-changing event for me was when I left California. I figure I was there about 20 years, and I left Southern California to move to northeastern Nevada for a teaching opportunity after I'd already kind of gotten a taste of it in California. But due to all these budget cuts, yada, 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 I left and moved to the great state of Nevada. I live in northeastern Nevada today and have for about 12 years now, and there's no comparison to Southern California. I mean, Nevada is a beautiful state. It's largely unpopulated. We have a lot of freedoms in Nevada that you just don't have in California. Gun ownership. There's no personal income tax. The brothels and the casinos absorb that for us. So we just have a lot of freedoms in this state. And like I say, one of my favorite things about it is that it's largely unpopulated. You can drive for hours across the state and barely see another person, which I personally still like, having lived in Southern California for 21 years, where it was, just everything was a kind of a concrete jungle. So anyway, all right, so that's number 4. And number 5, my number 5 most life-changing event has got to be, you have to understand, I've ridden motorcycles since I was 7 years old. I've owned Yamahas and Suzukis and Hondas. Might have even owned a Kawasaki in there somewhere, though I don't like to admit it. Just kidding. All right, but less than a year ago, I bought a Harley. I traded in 2 Yamahas. I got my 2019 Harley Davidson Heritage, and I have to say, I don't know what took me so long. The Harley Davidson motorcycle there's nothing like it. There is nothing like riding a Harley Davidson. It sounds different, it rides different, it looks different, it is different. And the whole brotherhood of being a Harley Davidson owner and rider has really opened up some new opportunities and some new avenues, and it's changed my life. And I've met some of the nicest folks since I started riding a Harley. Not to say there's anything wrong with those other bikes. I had a great time. Met some nice folks riding those bikes too, but I sure love my Harley Davidson. So to recap, my 5 most life-changing events are: number 1, moving to California when I was just a teenager. Number 2, getting married and divorced. Number 3, going to college to pursue a teaching career. Number 4, leaving California, saying goodbye to California and moving to northeastern Nevada. Finally, the 5th most life-changing event for me has been buying, owning, and riding a Harley Davidson. Now, I'm going to challenge 2 other moto vloggers out there. My buddy Jersey Nick Moto, who actually came through northeastern Nevada with his buddy Bobby when they were riding and doing they were trying to hit all the states in the U.S., and Nevada was one of them. And I actually got to meet those 2 guys and go out to dinner with them and just had a great time. So that's the first moto vlogger, Jersey Nick Moto. The second moto vlogger I'm going to challenge is the Doyle at the Blue Bike and Doyle channel. Those are 2 great moto vloggers, excellent guys, and I'm going to put a link in the description down below, and I encourage you to check those guys out. All right, everybody, this has been my 5 life-changing events challenge video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.